What's going on, guys? So crazy day in the market, pretty much made up the entire overnight move. We were gapping down pretty hard last night, but seem to have made it up. SoFi had a pretty flat day, and I'm not convinced that the market's dead cat bounce today wasn't just a dead cat bounce. I do still want to see it break above this trend line, so I kind of pointed this out here. We've rejected this trend line twice now. We still have a gap below, so I'm not too convinced yet. I would like to see this confirm. Market is a bit choppy at the moment. But as far as SoFi looks great. Traded today between yesterday's high and low range, which is called an inside day. And given the chart being somewhat of a falling wedge here, after testing the breakout multiple times, if we were to break out and break above this, that would be very bullish. So I am leaning that we break above this given the inside day consolidation. It could even have another inside day or trade to the low range tomorrow. But as long as we don't break below this, it's not a trend reversal. But the consolidation is very bullish, I think, given the setup. It is a bullish setup. So I am looking for either one more inside day or just a kind of a flat SoFi day that we've been having, and then a breakout, or maybe we just break out tomorrow. As far as the flow goes, it is saying calls. So 2.5 million to the call side, 734K to the put side. And yeah, we're just still seeing a lot of November, December, January calls, but nothing major today as far as SoFi news goes. I thought this was interesting. StockGoat posted this basically showing, various companies that could make it into the S&P 500, and SoFi's on there. And I believe about 3 companies can make it in this December. So given the list there, I think SoFi does have a very good chance. And I'm definitely hoping we get that S&P 500 bump in the stock price. That would be very bullish. And, we'll just have to wait and see. If not this year, it's definitely coming for SoFi, but that would help us rip into the end of the year. Next up, I wanted to talk about Rivian. This is a stock I've had my eyes on for a while now, mainly because I really do like the Rivian cars and, SUVs and trucks. I am surprised that they are trading this low. I know they've had some crazy cash burn, but if you look at the 5-year, I think the risk reward is there, especially with how many Rivians I see around the SoCal area. Now, I remember buying this actually on the SoFi app, IPO, and I obviously traded it up. It traded all the way up to like 175 or something. I did sell out of it and kind of forgot about it. And then over the years, it has just kind of dumped. But I think Rivian does have good upside potential. So I did play their earnings yesterday. It's very low risk stock since it's this low. It was like $12. I picked up 100 shares, starter position in the company, and I think I want to hold this one long term. I do think that big things are coming for Rivian. I think it's going to start getting more affordable as well. Some things I wanted to point out. This guy's talking about, he's on the same page as me pretty much. Like, I think 2026 Rivian can run. The chart is setting up beautifully. And he's saying bulls have formed higher lows since early 2024. It's been consolidating forever. This guy kind of broke down a little bit more about Rivian. Just talking about their revenue growth. They do have a small market cap. Their vehicles are great. Man, I hope I can get a Rivian one day. I think they're awesome. Currently driving a Tesla, but I think both of them are great. And yeah, mainly bullish on the chart and just how beaten down Rivian has been. There's 4.1 million to the call side, 1.1 million to the put flow side. And then if you look at the chart, check this out. This looks so good. 3-month consolidation, and we are starting to break out above. If we can confirm above that 1638 breakout, probably have some hiccups here in this 17 to 18 range. But if we can break out, retest it, and head higher, there's a gap to fill on the daily at 23. I think this could easily double, maybe, probably 2x, 3x maybe in the next year, probably in 2026. I definitely am bullish on this one, just in shares, even though leaps are pretty cheap as well, if you didn't want to spend too much money being in this position, because it is yeah, about $1,500 to be in this position with 100 shares. Whereas the longer term calls, if you wanted to just buy and not look at it, you could get in this play for roughly $500. If you wanted to buy in the money, it's about $600, but this gives you 807 days to be right on Rivian. So definitely one I'm watching. Got to do a little bit more research on the company as far as, if I want to hold this long term and where I really see it going. But as far as a trade goes, this setup looks prime.